I would love to gather my company back again and to create a live show.
Oh my God, please.
You know?
Please.
You could bet that, never gotta sweat that. You could bet that, never gotta sweat.
What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to Mic'd Up on a Tuesday. Today we have a very, 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 very special guest. I know I say that every week, but this is really special because I'm a huge fan of this person. I'm so happy she's here. Diana Matos!
Yay! Thank you so much for having me.
I'm so excited. Look how cute she looks. Y'all can't even see the shoes, but they're Gucci. Okay, so period. Okay, so wait, I always ask my guests how we met. Do you remember how we met?
No.
I don't either. I think one day I just was like on Instagram and I was like, who the fuck is that? Like, what is that? Who is that?
Yeah, I can't remember.
And then of course like the things, LA, and then we just end up meeting.
Yeah, and then you almost pretend that I know you, but you know, I don't, but I do. Hi.
And they were besties like all of a sudden.
Yes, they were just kicking it. I love it.
Born and raised where?
Lisbon, Portugal.
Portugal.
Europe.
Oh my God.
I know.
I don't think I knew that either.
Yeah.
Lisbon, Portugal. How long did you stay there? Like born there and then all the way through high school, everything?
Yeah, pretty much my whole life. I think I moved to London when I was 20, 21, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that was your next step after Portugal. Mm-hmm. Did you always know you want to do that, or it was like, let's see?
It was whatever. Yeah, honestly. Whatever. I wanted to get out of there and I needed to do something with this thing called dance. So let's do it.
Was there a dance scene in Portugal at all?
There was, but very limited. It's a very small country, and a lot of underground hip hop scene, and that moment in time, I just wanted to
shake the thing.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So I was like, all right, enough of that. Let me go to London.
How was London? What was that transition like?
Fun, very different. To be quite honest, I barely spoke English at the time.
Really?
Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that's a whole other.
This is a whole other thing. Even me is like, okay, I gotta. You better speak English and write, okay? But yeah, it was so much to adjust to back then. Also, I feel like it was like the tall blonde girl that was booking everything.
Was that the X Factor days?
Oh, 1,000%.
Oh,
1,000%.
my God.
Yeah.
I remember watching those auditions when I was a kid, on YouTube. Y'all were fighting for your lives.
Yes, it was the Brian Freeman era, and we all had to be. Yeah, it was tough.
Damn.
And I was like the hip hop girly.
Word for mine slide. But if a man tests my style, I promise he won't like my reply.
Right. Because everyone's like, oh shit, Deanna's here.
Yeah,
oh, shit.
But it was tough. But I think I lived it for 4 or 5 years.
Okay.
And then that's when I was like,
Time for LA.
Time for the States, actually. I went to New York for a little bit.
Oh, okay. When were you in New York?
2015, 16. Honestly, it's kind of a blur, but yeah, around that time. And just trying to figure out if LA or New York was the move. I love New York.
Yeah.
New York is amazing, but
you can't beat it.
Yeah, after to put so much work, I went through this whole visa situation. I lived in Copenhagen for a little bit so I could make some more money to pay for this visa, And then I get to New York and there's barely any gigs. So it's
literally.
No.
That's the only thing about New York is that, because same, I lived there too. And I was on Broadway. So luckily that's a constant gig. Mm-hmm. But if you're not doing that, you get one music video here, one live show here. That's it.
And then you can't.
And then it's expensive as fuck. So
you get out of the house, it's $400. Yeah, no.
$400 just to leave.
Yeah, no.
Have you wanted to dance your whole life? Did you grow up knowing that?
1,000%.
Stop.
Yeah. I mean, fair enough. It was music. I fell in love with music first. I kind of love to sing. I love music in general. I've always been really interested. And then in school, I was really struggling, and we went to the doctor, and the doctor just has too much energy. She has to go do something. My mom, all right, let's go. I ran track. I went to school music. I learned how to play guitar and all that. And then I started dance as well. And
that's amazing.
It was a rap as soon as.
And then dance was this is it. That's my shit.
I mean, it was also the quick result.
Period.
You know what I mean? You get there, it's music. Oh, this is fun, rather than king, kong, king. You know what I mean? For hours and hours, it takes you 4 years
playing
to play one song. No, as a kid.
Let's get to it.
Yeah, let's get to it.
What is the industry like here versus London? I'll say, what are the biggest differences you could see?
Well, it's very different from what it is now, from what it was back then.
Right.
We're talking about almost 10 years ago, 11, 12, something like that, right? Yeah. But I definitely feel when I moved to the States, my street approach was a lot more welcome than it was then.
Interesting.
Yes. I actually struggled a lot with booking in London in the very beginning. And then once I got here, it was almost automatically. I got here and I think I like booked a tour like 3 months in or something.
And you had a name too, because I feel like people had seen your
I've been
name,
around,
people had seen your videos and all that
Totally,
stuff. So that helped too. But that's so crazy. Like, so you walking in a room in London, like it was like, I may not get this job today.
Oh yeah.
Even as good as you are.
Oh yeah. Damn. I mean, I wasn't as good 12 years ago. Let's please make that clear. You know, we were getting there, but yeah, it was tough. Damn. It was tough. Like I had to like bartend and do all these things to pay my bills.
Because we were talking about this the other day when we were at Chaos, the era of the blowouts and the bikinis. It was
yes.
That's all that was
and
booking.
The leotards and the long hair
and
that
the
I
buff
never
body
had.
boys. That was it, baby.
Yes.
If you wasn't that, you wasn't hitting it.
Yeah, which is amazing for them, but not for me.
When you say like when you call yourself a dancer choreographer, what do you refer to yourself as? What would you say?
I love the word movement.
Movement.
Because I feel like it doesn't put me in any box.
I love that.
I hate boxes, you know?
I feel like you don't call yourself either one of those things. I feel like you call yourself like something else.
I love movement and I like to like express in all these avenues. I like to dance behind artists. I like to choreograph. I like to move. I like to freestyle. I like to everything and anything.
Move.
Yeah, move.
Okay.
Just move.
The resume is crazy, you guys. Let's just talk about it. Beyonce, Justin Timberlake, Missy Elliott, Usher, J-Lo, Rihanna, Khalid, Jason Derulo, and that's literally just like 7 of them. Hello? Like, when do you sleep? I don't.
I actually don't.
That is so incredible, Deanna. How can you, I guess you can't even really put it in words, but how did you curate such a diverse career? Like, because you know, so many people get put in one box. Some people get put in like the ratchet category, or some people get put in this category. How did you move through all that? Especially like you said, people were already kind of like giving you the you can only do this or you can only do that kind of vibe. Right.
I think it's just because I love movement so much and I'm so interested in all aspects of dance. I've always been interested and I've always strained.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So naturally that kind of happened.
Yeah.
I would do Nikki and then I was like, oh, I kind of want to take this class. I want to try something different. I would take Marty's and then it'd be like, oh, you'd be dope for tour. And then I used to end up doing Justin Timberlake, which is, you know, just
That's so
different.
Fresh, though.
Yeah.
That's so fresh. And I always tell that to people too, because LA will do that to you. LA will put you in a box. LA will tell you what kind of dancer you are. But that's like, fuck that. What do you mean? Like, I can do literally anything. I can take this class, do this tour, go on this commercial, do this movie, and literally do it all and do it well too.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, it really depends on you, how open you are.
Absolutely.
To learn, to look crazy, to feel crazy. It really depends on you.
You being so incredible in your own right, did you ever feel like you had to tone down your thing to match the group or the cast or the number, whatever that is?
1,000,000%.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That
was always my problem.
That comes with the job. Yeah. I remember this one job. I think we were doing Normani. And there's this king. It was motivation. And I mean, every time I go ski, and like my hand would be borderline touching the floor. And Sean was like,
I get it, but
stop.
girl.
I get it, but just stop. Don't. And every time I see the video till this day and I'm going, ziggy, guys, like, all right, even on stage, just like, girl, just let it go. It's not about you.
We know you can do it.
you know you can do it. Yes. You know you
no, but
do
that's so real. There's a video in like a J-Lo rehearsal and I'm looking at me and my opposite and I'm like, you're not even trying to match.
Yes.
You're not even trying.
Yeah, it was the ego back then. You know.
Yeah, no, it is. It's so that. It's so that. Because on these big jobs, on these big cast jobs, or even like a small like live show or whatever, it is about the picture. It is about the artist. It's not about you, but like, I don't know, sometimes it's fun to just hit it one time.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. That's why, that's a whole nother conversation.
Right. Do you feel like you would dance for an artist again?
It depends for who, when, how, where.
Okay.
Yeah, and how much.
And how much.
Because we are in a different place.
We're in a different place in our life. Yeah.
Yes.
Who's the last person you danced for?
Interesting. I would say probably Normani.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did Wild Side.
Ooh, that's a good one.
DMAs, yeah.
That's a good one. What was your favorite experience? Even dance, choreography, whichever one. Favorite experience, like top of your head?
I really can't say that because it's so hard. You know, there's so many jobs that were dope. The one that really shaped me so much was Nikki's tour. Just because I was so green to America.
Got you.
And it was like...
You learned it all.
Oh my God. Especially in that environment.
And she.
Okay?
And she.
So that really shaped me so much. So it's just a really strong memory for me. It wasn't necessarily good, amazing, fun, sad. It was just
reality,
everything, all in one,
Least favorite experience, because I got to ask you that one too.
Probably Nikki too. Yeah, there were some really tough moments as well. Really tough moments.
And you being so new to even just the States, like you're learning everything at one time. Oh my God.
Yeah, culturally.
Yes.
Just that alone. Because dance, choreography, whatever. Yes, it was challenging. But man, culturally, it just was a lot.
What goes on in these rap camps, child? Because hello.
Yeah.
Did you ever choreograph on any of the projects that you did? Like, obviously, Khalid, that was your artist. But like any of the other artists that you work with, did you ever get to throw in some choreography too?
No.
No.
I think my choreography is not digestible.
Wow. That's so interesting for someone to say that about their own choreography.
Yeah. I know that.
Yeah.
I don't think, at least maybe then or up until very recently, where I'm learning how to cater things in a different way. But back then I didn't know. My whole life I just did whatever I wanted to do.
Yeah.
Who's to tell me what? If I'm on a job, you know what I mean? And you curate it a certain way. Sure, that makes sense. But otherwise, no. So
you want to choreograph how you want to choreograph. That's it.
It's never happened because people don't see an artist with my movement.
Interesting.
It's also incredibly hard. And I know that. And you got to be down. You got to be down.
You got to be down. You got to be ready for it. You're not down.
Yeah, and it's going to take you years to learn
that. But that sucks though, because like, why not? Like, why not put some like crazy shit on stage? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I do think the industry is moving in a way that is more accepting of that now though.
1,000.
Even seeing these Coachella performances, I'm like, finally, like let's get up there and shake some ass, like for real.
Absolutely,
like,
yes. Let's dance. Let's hit the step. Yes.
We've been doing this for so long to get up there and stand in a line and lean back. Like,
yeah,
no,
I know.
I can't.
Exactly.
Are there any dream projects that are on like your mood board that you really want to do? Maybe this year, next year, even not even necessarily artists, but like a visual, anything.
Yeah, I would love to gather my company back again and to create a live show.
Oh my God, please. Please.
I'm so into like company work and concert dancing, but I'm also super into like hip hop and street style. So I would love to fusion all of those. Very excited for that. And just there's a lot of Khalid stuff coming up. And I would love to also challenge myself with more commercial work. I would love to. So
do you feel like it's hard for you to choreograph, appeal, like, and make it appealing to others? Like when you're doing it, do you feel like you're stifling yourself?
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah. You're like that kid in like in a piano class when they're young who's like really, really good. And they're like, yeah, but play Mary Had a Little Lamb. You're like, I don't do that. I
don't want to do that.
Yeah. That's honest though. That's real tea.
But at the same time though, I feel like I've always told why would I, minimize whatever. But at the same time though, I feel like I learned this about myself recently, which is, this is maybe also another layer of your ego. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Let go of that. Like, just adapt.
Yeah,
why not?
Yeah.
Because why not?
And you can also still do great stuff that is digestible to people.
Oh, 1,000.
And we've seen it happen.
1,000%. And that's what I'm learning right now. That's what I'm searching
Sean
for.
is a great example of that in my head, because that is somebody that is, everyone gets it. We all see it. We all get it. No matter how great you are, no matter if you're a beginner dancer, everyone sees it. Everyone gets it.
Absolutely. And it's still incredibly challenging for a professional dancer. Like, yes.
It's not easy, y'all, by the way.
Right. Not at all. We make it look easy.
But it is not. Okay, so how many places have you lived in total, like your whole life? Can you count the places?
Okay, so Lisbon, Portugal, London, Copenhagen, twice, kind of, then New York, then LA.
Damn.
Yeah.
Favorite one out of all of them?
Portugal.
Sorry. I've never been there. I would love to go there.
Lisbon.
It's gorgeous, huh?
It's special.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to go.
I wasn't able to value it and to appreciate it back then.
Of course.
Because I just wanted to get out.
No, same.
You know?
I mean, even being from Miami, Florida, like that's such an amazing place to be from. There's every culture ever there.
I want to move to Miami.
Like literally the weather, the culture, the people, the food. And even when I was young, I was like, I got to get out of here. I want to go to LA. I want to go to New York. But like, nah.
Best.
You have to appreciate too the fact that you got to come from a place with such culture and such rich culture, because hello, we wouldn't be who the fuck we are right now without that part.
Yeah.
You have a beautiful baby girl, Nala. Oh my God. How old is she now?
She's 2.5, almost 3.
Crazy.
I know.
That's crazy.
Insane.
Like, I remember when you weren't pregnant, and then I remember when you were pregnant, and now she's 3 years old.
I know.
Talk about that. Talk about being a mom in the industry and trying to just balance all of that and juggle all of that.
I mean, it's so tough. It's beautiful. It's the best thing ever in the world, but it's so challenging. Back when I was trying to get pregnant, there weren't that many like references or examples of you know, people being pregnant and still being active in the industry. So I was really trying to figure out how to. Thankfully, it was like the leftover of the pandemic, so things weren't still really like fully on.
Right.
You know. Birth and this baby changed me forever. You know, and I'm now like these 2 layers of myself. You know what I mean? I'm either like the dancer, whatever, and then I'm mom. I'm like a housewife. I clean, project management.
I saw you cooking the other day.
Laundry, cooking, school, like making sure she learns the things that she got to learn. Like when I tell you.
And,
like,
and no one taught you. You just
no
learned.
one teaches you.
Yeah.
No one teaches you. It really is like project managing at like very often like really stressful situations because like she's a toddler. So if like the straw is not right, like you're cooking, I don't know, scrambled eggs and she wants a smoothie and you make her a smoothie and the straw is wrong. She throws a smoothie everywhere. You got to be out of the house in 5. I crashed my car into the garage door because I was too stressed. Like this is life like every day.
Oh my God.
I swear. Like,
oh my God.
People don't tell you what it is to have a kid.
I know they don't tell the truth. I know they don't. And these mom vlogs and shit, I know that is not real. I know it. I know it's not real.
I didn't know what I was getting myself into.
Period.
I thought it was going to be cute and it was going to add more meaning to my life.
Aesthetic and a thing.
Oh my God, is this new phase? I'm a mom era. Baby, what? I don't got time for nothing. Yes.
Oh my God, you went from getting cussed out by Nikki to cussed out by your own kid.
Mommy, stop.
Mommy, stop.
I don't like it. She says it.
Oh
I don't like it.
That too. Smart though. Yeah.
I don't like that.
Does she, can you kind of tell like what she's into, like what her interests are yet? Music. That's kind of crazy.
My God. Anything. She's always singing. Always singing. Like
you.
her little,
That's crazy.
I know. Her little lullabies, whatever. I mean, I got her this like Yoto, is this like radio for kids. And they have these little cards. And I mean, I don't know, she's maybe 1, she was already playing with it. Oh my God. So she loves her little music.
That's so good.
Yeah. She goes to dance class. I don't know. It just doesn't matter. But
before you were a mom, what was your vibe? Like, were you a party girl? Were you like giving clubs? Were you in the house kind of girl?
No, it was definitely the party.
You were in the streets.
Oh, yes. I loved to drink.
Yeah.
Why lie? Because
Why lie? Like you wanted to go out, you wanted all the things.
Yes, I was living my best life.
Absolutely.
You know, late 20s, touring, making money.
There's nothing like that.
At the peak of my like body shape, everything. Why not? I definitely live my life for sure.
I love that.
Yeah.
Do you miss that part of your life? Kind of,
course,
yeah. Because some people say like, no, I don't miss it. Like I'm fine. I love this, but like, yeah, you do.
Yeah, there's moments, and you know, I mean, I love to be home.
Right.
Don't get me wrong. I loved, you know, I'm no longer in that phase, but every now and then, of course.
Do you still go? You still like go out? Do you guys?
Not really, but me, my husband Ivan, like we've talked about this. We were like, we need to like give ourselves like a week out of a year where you go by yourself, not even with the person that you're with. Yeah. So you can really fully
immerse yourself.
Be in that place, you know what I mean? Of just
I love that.
Feeling single and like, not really to do whatever, or
but
if you want to, whatever.
Right.
Hey,
do what you do.
Yeah, exactly. But
yeah, feel it. Like to feel like your old self again.
It's so important.
I think that's important. I don't think that's wrong either.
Oh my God, absolutely not.
I saw a TikTok actually about that. Like a mom was saying that the exact same thing. Like, you know, yes, I do miss my old life. Yes, I do miss hanging out with my friends. And people are in the comments like, you're selfish. I don't think that's selfish at all. And if not, hello, why not be a little selfish? You only have one self, babe.
Everything is valid. Like two things can be true at the same time. You know what I mean? Like I love my baby. I love my life now, but I also love a night out.
Okay.
You know, love to drink, love to wake up and be like, whoa, you know?
How did you meet Ivan, by the way?
On tour with Justin.
Oh, a tour, a showman.
Yes.
A showman. Did you like know? Because you knew him, I'm sure, before that.
Yes, it was just like industry.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
hey, what's
yeah,
up,
yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Not really. And we actually just got really close as friends first. Because there was this thing like, oh, I don't date, white boys or whatever.
Stop. Tiana, please. Please.
In the best,
you were like, no white boys.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, hey,
preference.
there's a preference. Or you think, or you tell yourself these. It's more of that. You tell yourself these things like, oh no, whatever. And then we just got so it, like really from friends, we turned into lovers.
That's so cool though. As it's supposed to be, honestly.
And 1,000% is what keeps us together.
Yes.
1,000%.
Yes.
Yeah.
Huge foundation, huge because how long was that tour?
That tour was what, 2 years?
Oh,
maybe
wow.
a little over 2 years. Yeah, it was long. It was a long
That's
tour.
a long one. So you got to spend a lot of time with each other. That's cool too.
Yeah, it's been 7 years now. So yeah.
Oh my God, I love that. And you wanted to you guys were talking about having kids. That was the plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've been talking about it, and then pandemic hits.
Period.
And we were like, what are we doing with our life?
Right.
You know what I mean? Because pandemic just really cleared everything in our heads. We're
Everything. You had no choice but to think.
I was never this happy.
Oh my God. I tell people that all the time. People look at me crazy.
Never.
I'm going to be honest with you. If it didn't happen, I don't know where my career would have gone because I needed time to sit and think about what the fuck are you doing? Like, what are you really doing?
Man.
Cute putting out videos, cute,
Yes.
but what are you doing?
Yes.
Like for real, you know?
Right. Like when you spend 90% of your time on other things, for other people, what are you doing for yourself?
What are you doing for yourself?
Oh my
How are you
God.
building your own brand? How are you making sure that you have a legacy past being a dancer or whatever? You know what I mean?
What do you enjoy doing? What do you enjoy?
Yeah. That definitely was what I was doing those 2 years. I was just thinking.
My God. Yeah.
I really was. And I live alone too. And like all my friends are back home are like, you don't want to come home? No. I'm going to sit in this apartment that I pay for and I'm going to think. I'm going to think, babe. Have you ever been an assistant to a choreographer?
No, not for tour. I assisted for Fenty.
Oh.
Yeah. But not for tour.
How's that process? That probably is crazy.
That was crazy challenging.
Oh my
honestly.
gosh.
It was also like the peak of the pandemic
Oh.
when productions are trying to make it work, but it's so incredibly challenging.
The one where you guys were in that hotel?
Yes.
When everyone was like over the balcony?
Yes.
Oof, I know that was hard.
And it was like extras, people that were sleeping up in the rooms, learning choreography through Zoom in case someone was tested positive and not.
The test. Oh my God, y'all.
There were like
the worst
100,000 moving parts. Yeah. So that was so challenging. And then I just had COVID before, like 2 days before the rehearsal start. Like it was just, and you had no control. Like you get COVID, you get COVID. What do you do?
Literally, what do you do?
Like you would see people like dancing for hours and working and then next day tested positive, can't do the show. Yeah, they're gone. They're gone.
No, literally.
I know,
And the testing on on set too. Oh my God, I hated that part. Oh, I hated it. Because you had anxiety. You literally had anxiety walking up to the little
someone
test.
tested positive. It was like,
oh my God, you're gross. You're disgusting. You're disgusting.
It's like you have no control.
It's just a fucking disease, y'all.
I know.
Would you ever assist another choreographer? Like, is that something that you are down to do, or you more want to be in charge?
I'm down.
Yeah.
I'm down.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
At this point in my life,
let's just do cool stuff.
Yes, especially with people that I,
of course.
admire, want to dance, want to learn from, for sure.
Of course. So people tell me all the time that they're scared of my class, and I know people tell you all the time that they're scared of your class. What class are you scared of?
That is a good
I was driving.
question.
I thought of that question.
Danielle Polanco.
Baby.
Yep.
Baby.
Not scared is maybe not the
I
word,
get
but you get what I'm
exactly what
saying.
you mean.
Yeah.
Because, yes.
Yes. That woman will just make you feel like you've never danced in your life at the same time. And I mean, I love her teaching style.
Same.
I'm sorry.
I am not mad at it. I'm not mad at the cuss outs. I'm not mad at the yelling. I'm not mad at the. I'm not mad. Please.
Make me great.
Please.
Why would I feel offended?
Please.
No.
There's a part of me that misses a little bit of that roughness that we got. I know for a fact I would not dance the way I dance today if I did not get cussed out. I know that for a fact.
1,000,000%.
Because of my personality alone. If you just let me do whatever I want to do, I'm just do whatever I want to do.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm not mad at it. Okay, that's a good one. Danielle Polanco. Yeah. Oh my God.
Love her.
Fan
always
for
here.
real.
Yep.
Always a fan.
Yep.
Do you know Danielle Polanco's worst day? I tell this to everybody. Award show days. when Danielle Polanco sees award shows, she be on that phone and she be going in on everybody.
And I'm like,
and
swipe again, swipe again. Yep. Fan.
Would you ever do reality TV?
I don't think so.
You wouldn't?
I don't know.
I feel like you'd be so good on like a dance show. Like I wish they brought back Dance 100, that Netflix show that they did.
Yeah.
I feel like you'd be so good on that.
Yeah, maybe something like that.
Yeah,
Yes.
Not like a Love Island.
Yeah.
No.
Exactly. No, I don't think so.
Now we have a segment called Finish the Lyric, and I asked Deanna a lyric and she has to finish it.
Good luck.
Okay, dumps in the truck, thighs like what?
Guys, I'm Portuguese. I know what song it is. I don't know I can't complete the phrase. So it's Thong Song from Cisco. No?
It's Pull Over by Trina. It's all good. Now we have a segment called Spill the Tea, where I ask Deanna some tea and she tells me, is it tea or is it not tea? Have you ever been cussed out by a choreographer, or have you ever cussed anybody out?
Definitely been cussed out.
Yeah. Who cussed you out?
Can't. Let's not mention names. But I've definitely been cussed out.
You've been cussed out for what?
Of course. A million things.
Yeah.
Sometimes it could be... It was different time, guys.
Yeah,
it was a
different time. Very
time,
true. Cuss-outs were normal. Cuss-outs were very normal.
Very normal. Like,
very normal.
There were fights happening in rehearsal sometimes because...
Lark was talking about this. I don't know if you remember this, but you guys did Nikki one time and she told Lark to get out.
Yes, I was there. I remember this vividly.
She was talking about that. She was like, it was so crazy because all of y'all were just watching, like all these amazing people in the room, and she's just like, all right, I'll go.
And I remember like in the moment we were all literally like, you feel like this, you're like,
what can you do?
Lark, are you okay?
Yes.
And she's like, all right, let's go. And you're like,
my friend.
And you're, because you know the moment is wrong, like you want to stand up, but you're like on a job. Dave Meyer's right there.
We were just talking about this. Like, it's in those situations when that happens, you literally feel like you freeze in time because you can't. There's nothing you could do,
and you almost believe that that's not happening.
Yes.
No, like
you disassociate fully.
Yes. This didn't just happen.
Come on, I didn't just get cussed out and told to walk out of it. What? And
she handled herself so beautifully. Honestly, that stayed in my mind.
Because I don't know if I would have done the same thing.
Okay.
I don't think I would have been that kind. Now we have a segment called Ask Dexter, where Deanna asks me some questions and I have to answer honestly.
Okay. I was curious as to, and this could be, maybe let's say on a more personal level, like the first one. There's two, right? The first one, what is the best thing and the worst thing someone said about you?
Ooh, that's so good.
And this could be a family member, a partner, whatever.
That's so good.
Like, you know, those moments that you look back or you think about and you're like, your throat starts like, because it was just such a moment.
It was such a thing. Yeah. So best, I think, you know what? I'll be honest. Best is when people say that you smell good. I love hearing you smell good. Yes. I don't know why. It just makes me so like happy.
You have to take care of it.
It's a tiny little thing, but it's just, I don't know. I just love it so much. Second one of that is, I like when normal people who don't dance watch me dance and they go, you are really good. Because this is why. I think obviously dancers know technique and this and that and movement, blah, 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 blah. But when somebody who's just off the street is just like, damn, like you really do this shit for real. It's nice. It really is nice. It gives me more. It's like when women give me compliments versus men. I don't care if men give me compliments, blah. When women give you a compliment, it's like, you just know it's so real. It means something.
No.
Worst thing. Worst thing. Oh, people tell me because of my RBF that I look like a bitch. Like they thought that like I was a bitch before they met me.
Got it.
And I was like, really? But then I'm like, yeah, I can kind of see that. Why you think that?
Do you feel like you are sometimes?
A bitch. You know what it is?
Or you put that.
Right. Yeah. Oh, yes. I mean, I know that. Like I've seen, I was on a reality show. I could see it.
Right,
like I could see my face.
Right.
But it's also just like, I just be thinking all the time. Like I'm an only child. I'm an introvert. I'm not really like an extroverted person. Like when I walk in a room, I don't feel the need to go, hey, or tell jokes or like be funny or whatever. It's crazy that I have the profession that I have because it's so opposite of me.
Right.
But those are the moments that I'm able to do that. And then after that's over, I mean, you see me probably like after I get off stage at Chaos, I go in a corner in a dark corner.
Yep. DDD. Yep. Doing your thing.
Really. So yeah, like that probably would be the worst thing, I guess. I mean, I'm sure people have said way worse, but That's the only thing I could think of.
Got it. Okay. My second one is like the breakthrough moment on a job or like throughout your career, like something that has just completely changed you till this day.
Probably all the times that I work with people who were like in shitty camps, like honestly, like choreographing, like on the BET Awards, like, and you know, you get 3 seconds for camera blocking and all the dancers hate it and they hate their costumes and they hate this. And then the artists, it's just all that stuff, like all the stuff that you don't, that's not glitter and gold, you know? That to me is what trained me for real.
That's what people don't talk about.
No.
Enough, honestly.
It's real tea. Like all these jobs that we do and that we see and that we love, sometimes they suck. Like, sometimes they suck.
And you're getting peanuts for it. So it's just like, what are you doing?
And you're getting peanuts in 3 months. And you're going to get peanuts in 3 months.
So what are we doing it for?
So
honestly, that's why I was like, I'm good.
I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. That's what I said.
Yeah.
I said, I'm good. After a certain point, after I've done the things that I've done and I'm so happy for the career that I've had, but I need to be in spaces that make me feel good about what I'm doing. I have to. Because I know now at this point in my life and where I am in my age, I'm not going to be a positive person and I don't need to be involved.
Exactly.
Somebody else wants to do it. Somebody else will probably love this opportunity.
Yep.
I just don't.
Unless it's like some crazy amount of money that's giving me this financial stuff. Yeah. And I'm like,
then
all right, well,
yeah. Then I'll shut up and suit up, babe.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. Other than that, I need it to be positive. I need it to be good. I even want to like the steps. Damn it. I want to like the choreography.
And
I do.
Feel empowered. Hell yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
It makes you feel better. It makes you perform better. You're proud of the product. Maybe you're not getting paid the best, but like at least I'm happy. You know,
hell yeah.
That to me makes way more sense than anything else. Yeah, those are good questions.
Cute.
Those are good
Thank
questions.
you.
Now we have a segment called Slay or Nay. I asked Diana some rapid fire questions. She told me, is it a slay or a nay? Oh, Pilates.
Slay.
Yeah. Do you do Pilates?
I do yoga.
Ooh, like
And
hot
I
yoga
do
or just like the
hot
regular
yoga,
one? Yeah.
hot sculpt.
That shit looks hard.
Wait, guys, I thought I was strong. I thought I was strong.
I swore I was
I went to this
girl.
little studio in Valencia, and this 6-year-old woman, she's like,
work
8-pound weights, and I'm like 3.
It's so humbling.
It's so humbling.
It's so humbling when you go to those kind of classes.
Oh my God.
Same thing at my gym. I'll go to those like circuit classes, and I'm like, damn, like I swore I was an athlete for real, but clearly I'm not.
Yes,
so.
I guess, yeah. So, slay.
Cute. Coachella.
Never been.
You never been?
Mm-hmm. I know.
Really?
Crazy.
I think you would like it because the
think
music and all the festivals and all the vibes.
Yeah,
it's cool.
yeah. I
It's
think
cool.
so too.
It's cool. It's cool.
One of those moments where we're
Yeah,
like, you know what?
That week away.
I'm out. Let's go. Absolutely. Yeah.
Reggaeton music.
Slay.
Love.
Slay. Why not?
Love.
Absolutely.
Oh my God. Especially old school reggaeton, please.
Reggaeton.
Vegan food. Yeah. Vegan food. I know. That's a no for me. It's a no for me.
Yeah.
No cafe gratitude. None of that.
Yeah, no. And it always messes with my stomach.
I don't-
Like I need rice, meats, beans,
And for Portugal,
eggs.
please.
Yeah, exactly.
Please.
Yep.
Do you cook Portuguese food?
Yes,
Ooh.
I do.
What's your favorite thing to make? Like, I probably won't even know what it is, but like.
We do a lot of like grilled fish.
Yeah.
We grill a lot at the house. And I do make these soups. I love caldo verde. Is this like
Ooh, I've heard of that. I've heard of that one.
collard green almost?
Yes. Yeah.
Soup. I love it. I mean, I so much. I cook so much.
And Nala, oh my God, so now you have Nala growing up on that too?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, you said, I'm in move over. Mm-hmm. She's gonna eat this food.
Yeah, she is.
Boys in short shorts. Like, you know how like the straight boys are now wearing the short shorts to the gym and stuff?
Slay.
Slay, right? Do it.
Who's to say? Nay.
Who's to say?
Live your life,
Who's to say
babes. If you enjoying it, I'm enjoying it for you. Like, come on.
I love that. Okay, skinny sweats. Ooh. Right, now you're like, well.
There are some.
It comes to a point.
Woo, skinny sweats. Those are tough. I mean, we all rock them though.
Remember the era of the Adidas skinny
yeah,
sweat?
Yeah, exactly.
Please.
You know what? I'm gonna say slay because now we're all like, oh nay. Watch in 3 years, that's
It's
the
gonna
trend.
come back. Oh
it's
my
gonna
God,
come
no.
back, and everybody's gonna be wearing it again.
No.
You know, and
I don't want
the
those
straight
back.
leg is not gonna be fire anymore.
No, right. That's gonna be so weird when it switches again.
I know.
Because now
they're already trying with the skinny jeans, and it's like, ooh, too early. I don't know if I'm ready for that.
There's no way. I'm
no.
okay on that. I'm okay
Definitely
on that. Questions in class.
I would say I'm leaning towards a nay.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Yeah.
I'm so happy you did.
I feel like, I guess depends on the teacher, but allow for the teacher to guide you in the room. And 9 times out of 10, if you just wait a little longer,
your question will be answered.
Yes.
And I also feel like sometimes questions are just ways for you to make yourself known in the room. You know what I mean?
Yes, I know what you mean.
Like, I'm right here.
1000%.
That's all.
Or to like, oh, I'm a smart dancer.
Yeah. I want you to know that
everybody
I'm
listen
keeping
to
this.
my
Yeah.
Wait, is it giving? They're getting baby, you know. Oh, and it's not that deep. Or you know, just.
Oh my God, what is a pet peeve of yours in class? Actually, when you're teaching. Actually, one when you're teaching and one when you're in a class.
Okay. When I'm teaching, like the chit chatting.
Oh,
I can't stand it.
And then when you're talking like to a point where you can literally audibly hear yourself is crazy to me.
No.
To me, it's
like,
crazy.
I know I'm a strict teacher, but it's like, if I'm talking, it's silence.
But that's also not strict. Like, that's just normal. Like,
I know, but sometimes I feel like people
know.
might say that you're coming across like, I don't know, you know,
too strict.
Yeah, too strict,
yeah.
or like it's not about you. But in that moment, it is, because you came to my class.
Right.
So
the whole point is to listen to me.
if you think I have something to offer, listen.
I would listen.
Yeah.
And I don't know why anybody would be talking in your class. I can't imagine that.
Nobody got in. I don't have it. I'm still trying to figure it out. So let's just all
Quiet
come
down.
together. Yes.
And then taking class, what's your pet
taking
peeve?
class, like the over full loudness at the end, the solos. And I know this, now we're leaning into like this whole, you know, filming class era, you know, conversation. But I do think there's a good way. There's a good happy medium.
Yes.
That, you know.
And we know the difference. We've all been in classes where we know, okay, this is obviously just filming class, like this is normal, or it gets to the point where this has become a showcase.
Exactly.
We know the difference.
I don't love that.
No.
I if it's called class, I'm coming to take class. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And yes, towards the end, everybody got to play the game a little bit. Yes, last 10 minutes, sure.
We know the game.
Yeah, but I would say that. Or like you're learning and you're like doing something completely different just because you want to stand out type of thing, or doing all these choices and all these facials is like, can we just learn how to dance and like really just focus on the movement?
That's it.
And, you know,
because it becomes it's not a choice anymore when you've changed the whole combo. This is just your step now. Like this is just your
like
combo.
just go home and do your own steps, because
TikTok is free. Put it up.
Okay, put it up in your little room. Just do your thing.
Because you're not doing anything we're doing in here. And then moving around the wrong way, and oh my God, it actually drives me crazy.
No.
So you're not a smoke machine, like 15 assistants, same outfits kind of girl.
Let's call it something else. You know, it's fine if it's that, but let's call it something else.
Because it can't be called class.
Filming session, I don't know. Whatever you want. Whatever you want.
Because then people at home see that and they think that that's what it should be too.
Exactly.
That's very true.
And the new generation is expecting this from these classes. I'm going to take class because I know I'm going to get this video. And I need to show how versatile I am. I need to have a posted heels that I can't get.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take, so then like, it's just like the purpose of, or the intention of taking class completely wrong.
Lost. Yeah.
And you're only taking these classes where you know you're going to be filmed.
Showcased. Yeah.
Yeah, showcased or filmed. So you're not taking the class. Yeah.
Yeah. Were you, when you moved out here, were you like, I got to jump into these classes because I know these people work? Or were you kind of just like, I'm going to take what I want to take?
A little bit of both.
A little both. Yeah.
I think I've always done a good job at like, this is what I want to do. Like, I love a good foundation technique class. I love, you know, house and all of that.
Yeah.
So you'll find me in those, or you used to find me in those, but also very much so, you know.
The fun classes and
the
shit.
people that were just, you know, you need to be seen. The Fly, the Anton, everybody that was teaching back then, you know.
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
An era. Wired headphones.
Wire.
You'll take it.
Yes.
Like you don't think it's cringe?
No.
No, right?
No.
I'm not mad at it either.
No.
I'm not mad at it either.
No, you don't got to charge it.
No, yeah.
It's always ready for you, and it's harder to lose.
You never lose those. You never lose those.
And it's like locked into a million other things.
You
in your
will
bag.
never lose a wired headphone. Never.
And
AirPod.
how many times have you lost?
I have on my phone. It says AirPod 7.
See? Yeah. No. Who can
Who
afford
has
that?
time?
No.
Chili's the restaurant.
You're gonna hate me for this one.
I can't wait.
I hate fast food.
But I knew that though. You give that. You're not a fast food.
I'm kind of
girl.
obsessed with health. Just truthfully speaking, I'm obsessed with health. And you won't. I mean, the other day at Chaos, we were at the bar.
Oh yeah.
And I had a burger, and I was like, I mean, there's
time
and place for everything.
Yeah.
But yeah,
you're not doing the fast
If I have the
food.
option to go home and cook a meal, best believe I will.
So even if like let's say like it's late, like you just got out of rehearsal, Chick-fil-A's right there. It's
or I won't eat.
You won't eat.
I'll go home and I'll eat, drink water.
Mate. You know what?
Because it'll moisturize.
That's gonna be my. I'm gonna go home and drink water. That's what I'm gonna start doing.
And go to sleep. Go to sleep. What am I gonna? You shouldn't be eating.
You know you shouldn't eat it. You know.
It's dark. You shouldn't be eating.
Period. I know. I just tried intermittent fasting, by the way. It's hard, baby. Because I'm a late eater. I'll eat at night. I won't eat like trash, but I will eat at night. Like, because I get out of class at 9:30, 10.
Ooh,
so it's
Dex.
like, I'm
wow,
hungry.
yeah, that's tough.
And I'm just putting it on my stomach and just like.
Yeah. Wow.
No, but no more.
Yeah,
so
drink.
So 12 to 8, I'll eat, and then everything else, yeah, done.
Good. So yeah, no Chili's, no
Okay,
McDonald's,
no
no
McDonald's,
taco,
no
no nothing.
When's the last time you had fast food?
Funny enough, very recently when I went to China, and on the way back we were, I think Seoul, it was the airport, and I was desperate. It was nothing. So Taco Bell it was.
It is.
But I mean, it took me like 2 days to get over the guilt. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Thought about it for 2 days.
Yes, I was like, what is that doing to my body? I'm like, yeah.
You feel it like.
Yeah, I was like, it's rotting me up. I don't know.
Dancing in boots.
Not my fave.
No,
I love to move. Let me.
Yeah. I was gonna say you probably.
Yes.
Do that. Tucker Barkley's the only one that is doing that.
Tucker.
Shout out to Tucker.
Or Taja.
Taja
B choosing. Yeah.
Or the Taja boot era.
Yeah.
What an era.
I know.
What an era. What kind of music do you listen to, by the way?
For a lot of like.
Yeah.
Portuguese. Like there's a huge African influence in Portugal, and I grew up with that. So. That and R&B.
R&B.
I'm an R&B girly.
Like, are you ever throwing on like a Sexy Red? Like, is that your vibe?
No.
Not even.
I'm poised, baby. Okay. I'm just on another. I love it for y'all, but it's just not for
I
me.
love how she put it on as she said, because I know you like that. So I love it for y'all.
That's okay.
That's so good. Diana, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me. It's so much fun.
I'm so excited for you and everything you got coming. Are you doing anything with Modus coming up soon besides the show?
No. We're not doing Modus right now.
No.
With the kiddo, it's just way too much.
Gotta be a mom.
You
Gotta
know,
be a mom. Tell us where we can find you, all your handles and all the good stuff.
Diana Matos everywhere, baby.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you like, share, comment, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
You could bet that, never gotta sweat that. You could bet that, never gotta sweat that.